Hi guys, it's Hella from Dawn Emporium, and I finally put my glasses on so I can read my small writing at this distance. God, I love it when my eyes play up. This video is all about red jasper. Now, I love red jasper. I got some raw, because I have a raw collection and a tumble collection. And when it's raw, it looks like this. Doesn't that look like I just got angry one day and beat up a brick? Doesn't it? Especially because you can actually see where it's been cut. So it looks like the smooth sides of a brick. And I just got fed up, beat up a brick. It's a bit of a very red sandy brick, but still I beat up a brick. But then when you polish it up, look at that beauty. Aren't they gorgeous? Aren't they really? God, I love a bit of red jasper. I am a bit of a jasper fan. I think I prefer it over most quartzes. So, and when people sit there and go, hey, it's jasper, not quartz, they are related. They're like cousins to each other. So, right, red jasper has a strong spiritual grounding vibration and creates a strong connection to the earth and Mother Gaia, and raises the Kundalini dragon. Now, I've been through this before. Kundalini is a dragon that lives up your spine, and part of certain meditation techniques are trying to awaken Kundalini. That's the name of the dragon. And indeed, you know when you get a shiver up your spine, it can be a good thing or a bad thing, or even just it's, some people take it as a portent or an omen, or you know, just something like that. That's Kundalini moving, telling you it's there. And I'm doing that because, you know, that's how it feels. Kundalini's just there going like that. Mother Gaia is another name for the earth, the Mother Earth. In fact, I love pictures and statues of Mother Gaia because it's usually a woman with a pregnant belly, and inside her belly there are things like trees and grasses and animals just in there. That tends to be how Mother Gaia is predicted, try again, perceived, and it's just a beautiful depiction of a spiritual version of the earth. They're powerful healing crystals, especially for your emotional equilibrium and spiritual grounding. So basically, they're really good if you are feeling out of whack, whether you're feeling too hyper, too low, like something's not quite right with you in any way, shape or form. A nice bit of red jasper helps. It's a bit of not even a plaster, it's more of a salve. It gets in there, it does a little bit of antibacterial work on you, and it also helps with the skin healing as it's doing its insidey thing. They help boost your creativity. Now, this is the thing, when it comes to Western people, as in like European and American people, most of them don't even look at red jasper. However, when you get more over to what you class as more the Orient and Eastern Asia, but by that I mean like Eastern India, Myanmar, not so much Western India I've noticed, but mainly Eastern India. It is a very highly creative stone. Now, maybe you are from India or Pakistan or Kashmir or one of the surrounding countries, or from the Middle East, and you're going to sit there and go, no, actually, we use that stone all the time for our creative flow. If that's the case, let me know in the comments, because I actually want to know. But this is just going from what I have seen, what I have noticed. And these people are mainly residents in the UK. So I can't speak for anyone. It's just where I've noticed from my friends and my neighbours what they tend to have and what they tend to use it for. The more creative people will tend to have some red jasper lying around somewhere, or some jewellery, or something like that out of this stone. Whereas more Western will, like Western India and Middle East over, and definitely Europeans tend not to use this. I am not sure when it goes further north into Russia, Siberia and Mongolia how they see it, but China, Japan, parts of Indonesia and parts of like Myanmar and parts of India, they seem to use it. I've not seen it from anyone in Nepal, but that doesn't mean that it isn't used, in fairness. So if you use it, let me know. I know red is a lucky colour in most of those areas. It's either a fertile colour or a lucky colour just in general. Fertility can mean more than just having babies. It can mean luck. It can mean prosperity. It can mean all sorts of things. So that could be why. Because if you are very artistic, you are going to need a lot of luck to write that next chapter, draw that next line, pick up that paintbrush. It all takes a lot of luck to be artistic all the time, especially if it is your livelihood. Apparently it helps you to write injustices. Now, this is why I love my big book. It uses such big words and makes me sound really posh, doesn't it? So this tends to... Odin, can you move, please? Sorry, my dog is sat under the table and seriously, it is uncomfortable. This tends to seem to not be a personal thing. So if somebody did something against me, it wouldn't directly help with me fighting an injustice, but it would help with me fighting an injustice against somebody else. So I'd turn into Superman for a moment and be able to help this other person, this third party. But for me personally, that I've noticed, it wouldn't help me fighting my own injustices. If you've noticed that's not how it works for you, tell me. It apparently gives you deeper insight into difficulties and helps you resolve them as and when they occur. Now, this obviously makes it a good stone if you are a manager or in any way in charge of people, if you're in charge of your own company, because if you can see the difficulty before it happens and you know how to put an end to it, that is always gold star moment right there. It helps you to set boundaries, which is always a good thing, especially in the modern world. Too many people don't realise that saying no or saying yes at the appropriate time is a thing and is a very strong and good thing, and we need more of that. I'm just saying not right now as well. People seem to not realise there's grey areas. It also helps to calm your emotions. Now, I actually do think it is very good at calming emotions. I am not a fan of red. I never have been a fan of red, bearing in mind how much red makeup I can actually get through these days. But this is warming. And I know that sounds really weird. It to me, it's a very warming, like hugs from your mother or your grandma, as opposed to what I normally experience with red colours, which is the urge to go and slap someone. It's not very good when you're a Nottingham Forest fan. I am very shouty. I'm sorry to everyone who stands near me. Sorry. Except for to the goalie. Sometimes you deserve it. It helps give strength and energy and helps you to become centered and balanced. Now, I've been through this before, being centered and balanced or something helps you to remain calm, helps you to remain focused. Strength, always good. Strength doesn't just mean physical, it can mean emotional, it can mean psychological. Strength is always an excellent thing to have on your side throughout your life. Having energy, and I've been through this before as well, always a brilliant thing to have because it's so easily taken away from you. So every little extra helps. That doesn't really matter. It's very useful for any type of spiritual practice because it's such a strong grounding stone, including rebirthing. I'm not actually sure what that is. I've heard of something with a similar name, and if it's that, not a fan of it. Past life regression and releasing suppressed feelings or fears. Releasing suppressed feelings or fears, always a fan of, because sometimes we just disassociate from things that happen in our lives and move on and pretend it didn't happen, and they damage us. And we are never the same again, and we need to talk about them. So releasing that helps to heal. And I know that sounds all easy peasy. It's like, oh, just cheer up. It's not. You have to release the hurt, and releasing the hurt causes a lot of hurt to suddenly come out of nowhere. It's not. It's opening Pandora's box. And then you've got to work on literally getting everything that's just flown out of Pandora's box, sorting it all out, clearing out the box, making sure it's all like, I'm going to say OCD clean, even though there's lots of different types of OCD, and I do realise that hoarding is a form of OCD, but you know what I mean, super clean. There isn't even a microbe out of place, and then you will be healed. So, big fan of it on that level. Now, it works slowly and gradually, giving assistance to everyone, stimulating energy, strength, stamina, helping those with scattered energy, soothing worry and upset feelings to take on life's challenges, helps healing, helps with dream recall. That's a good one. As I've said before, I do sleep experiments. I've never used this because I've never been asked to. You have to go onto my Instagram and sometimes I do it on a Thursday if I remember. If not, on a Friday, I will ask for what stone or crystal you want me to sleep with. If I have it, I will sleep with it. If I don't have it, I will try and get it for the next week or the week after. Some of these take a long time to get here. Some of them can literally take months. I think it was my emerald. Now, obviously, it's not a jewellery grade. It's like a B or C grade emerald. You wouldn't normally look at it and go, oh, that's an emerald, that is. You'd go, oh, there's a bit of emerald green there. What is it? It's all emerald. And you'd sit there and go, no, that's not an emerald. When actually, yes, it is. That took about 6 or 7 weeks to get here. So if you'd asked for a stone that I don't have, like grandiorite, that can take a while to get to someone because it is a rare stone. But if you'd asked for that, that's expensive. Don't ask for that at the minute. I'm a bit skint. But if you'd asked for something like grandiorite, that can take about 6 weeks to turn up. So it might be a few weeks later that I end up doing it if I don't already have it in. But some of the dreams, some of them I can remember the entire dream beginning to end, and I will only take snippets out because you do not want to hear about a 45-minute long dream. Seriously, it's a sleep experiment, not story time. However, some of them I can only remember a few seconds. The last one I did was yellow calcite, and I've included that in my yellow calcite video. Maybe I should have not slept with this, but used this straight after, had this nearby so I could pick it up first thing in the morning. I think I might try that actually. Get one of them attuned to me as a waking stone so I can remember the dreams, because it was a lot longer dream. I know it was a lot longer dream, but it's like trying to remember something in babyhood and all you remember is 2 seconds. That's what happened with the dream. So maybe I should get one of these attuned to me for a waking stone. A waking stone is what I've just said basically, as opposed to a sleeping crystal, which you sleep with to see how it interacts with you on a sleep level. I have awesome dreams with those stones, by the way. I really wasn't expecting that. Right, now on to the geography of it. It's not geography, I can't think of the right word. Anyway, found in a large number of locations, including India, Russia, Brazil, Germany, France, and the US. These stones are a grainy, microcrystalline quartz and are a range of shades of red. The darker reddish-brown colours are more common. They have a high iron content, which is how they get their colour, and the amount of iron gives the jasper its colour. So, reddish-brown, really, never have guessed. I absolutely love these stones, as I say. They're one of the few reds that I like. The thing is, if you come up to me with red paint the same colour, I wouldn't like it. But this, I do. Now, I know that sounds weird, bearing in mind what scarf I am, but you've got to remember it's October, so I've got my autumnal colours on. Big fan of red jasper. I think it is a versatile stone. It may not be a family stone like something like sodalite is that should be everywhere. It should be around your house, it should be around your work, it should be everywhere because it kicks off such a good vibration and helps on so many levels. What I do think is it's a powerful stone, and because it's a powerful stone, it has specific uses. Now, I did say that it can be slow to begin working. However, if I do feel like I'm being sexist most of the time when I say women, so I'm going to go for, if you are a gay man and you feel like you aren't being accepted because you are a gay man when you start work and you are obviously very feminine, this could be the stone for you, because this could help strengthen you, give you confidence and give you power. And not only that, it is a heavily female stone, so it's not going to overly masculate you. You don't want to become overly masculine if you are a gay man. Well, some gay men are actually very masculine, but you know what I mean. If you are quite a feminine gay man, you are quite obvious in your ways, in your mannerisms, that you are an overly feminine gay man, and you walk into the office and everyone's like, look at that. This could be the stone for you, to give you confidence, to give you power, to give you an edge. And I suggest just keeping some on you, just like in your pocket or in your bag, something like that. As a fiddle stone, I am very big on fiddle stones. I have an autistic son. So I am big on fiddle toys anyway. I'm sorry, this cough is doing my head in. It's like 3.5 weeks in now. So if you do feel nervous, something like that, you've got something to fiddle with, don't go for the raw. I know people are going to tell me off because it's in plastic, but the thing is, this stuff does turn into powder if it gets knocked in the slightest. That's why it's in plastic at the moment. It is going to go into a better form of bag at some point. I just need to find the right weave of material for it, because at the moment all of my bags, one is too rough and will wear it away anyway, and the other one, the weave is too wide and it will just, any minor knock from moving the chest of drawers that my raw stones are in, and it will go through the bag and everything will end up red. And that's if other stones don't do the same thing. So I am looking for the right weave of material before they come out of their baggies. At the moment, they're happy enough ish. But yeah, so something like this could help you feel your own power. And like I always say, know your own power. I say that for a reason. We all have power. We all need to remember that we have power and know how to use it, because let's face it, we're all awesome, aren't we? Yeah, just remember that. And if you can't remember it, sometimes forget it, sometimes get your confidence knocked. I do actually think this is literally, I know it sounds really weird, it always feels like samurai armour to me. Not like medieval armour, that's too restrictive. This is lighter, more pliable than medieval armour. This is like samurai armour. I'd go for that. Get some of this. Then you might remember just how awesome you are when somebody gives you the evil eye because you're not what they think you should be. It's awesome stuff. And also, if you are creative, just remember that stone is there and how creative those cultures actually are, because they were kicking cultures while we were just sitting there, just literally just coming out of cave painting, and they were sitting there making terracotta armies, and we're just sitting there fighting over what's better out of blue sandstone and what's the other one, tiger's eye. And I'm sitting there going, oh, what about the red Jasper? We're missing a trick here. Yeah, I'm not really one for cultural appropriation, but when it comes to me stones and me crystals, the right crystal could make all the difference. Right, that's it for now. Have fun and know your power. Bye.